Yeah, g'day, it's me again. I thought I'd pop up in your feed. I've just I've got my little Insta360 Action Pro camera. I just bought a GPS preview remote for it, so I had a few problems getting that up and running, which I'll go through with you. I also was connecting my Schuberth SC2 helmet, mic and speakers and mesh wireless system to the camera, which also proved to be a little bit difficult. Now, the Schuberth SC2 is basically a clone of the Sena 50S, and it's made by Sena, the Schuberth SC2, and just installed into the Schuberth helmets. So I'll go through firstly the helmet problem with you.
Rightio, got me Schuberth helmet on now, and SC2 is connected with the camera, so this audio you hear is probably a mixture of the mic audio plus the audio from this little thing here. Now, Sena, I'm going to call it Sena, even though it's a Schuberth branded thing, but it's made by Sena, do support connection to the Ace Pro 2 camera, but sort of a bit limited. Firstly, to get the thing to work properly, when you connect your phone to your helmet, you need to turn off the media. So you can only call logs, phone, and turn off media on the Bluetooth settings. Then that allows you to connect the camera as essentially your media player / recorder, and the thing doesn't run runs then without any glitches. If you turn media on, well, then you've essentially got two media devices trying to talk to the Sena headset, and one of them fails, usually the camera. So, problem with not being able to have media turned on your phone is you can't, there's two things. One is you can't play podcasts back or listen to the radio, or you can't stream media from your phone. You can still answer and receive calls, but just not anything that relates to media, audio media, podcast streaming, or any music from your telephone. The other problem, which I don't know whether it relates to the phone or not, but the camera and the SC2, they do connect as far as audio. Any prompts from the camera will come through on my earbuds. Any commands I give the camera can go through my microphone to the camera, but I can't integrate a mesh conversation. So if I'm riding with a group of guys, those conversations are lost in and not on the camera, which may or may not be a good thing. It'd be nice if it was selectable. Now, the next thing I was going to discuss, I did tell you I bought a little GPS preview remote, and connecting that was a bit of a drama, and I'll talk about that in a minute.
All right, back again. Yeah, so I was going to go and talk about the remote, but I'll just finish up talking about Sena. I do have a Sena 30K in another helmet, which I haven't tried to connect, and I do have a Sena, not sure what model it is, but it's in their Sena branded ski helmets, which I haven't tried to connect that either. So I'll get around to doing that, but I've got other stuff to do. So onto the Insta360 GPS preview remote, which here it is here. You can see it's got a little, there's me on the screen there. You can mount that remote to a wristband. You can stick it on a mount. You can put it on it's got like a little a wrist strap, so it looks like a watch. It's also got a little strap that goes around handlebars and motorbikes. It means you can start, stop recording from this. You can also change camera settings, blah blah blah. It is also provides GPS data for the camera, so you can overlay that GPS data onto your video footage later, and I'll talk about that later. But just getting this thing to work was a bit of a headache, and the reason was simple. The firmware needed to be updated. Obviously this came out of a factory in China. It was probably built a year or 2 years ago, had old firmware. The Insta360 Ace Pro 2 is a relatively new camera. So the firmware that was on this device when it was bought didn't talk to the camera. So just a firmware update, bang, simple, solved me problems, you know, that I've been scratching my head for about 3 hours, solved them instantaneously. Yep. So the other cool thing is I can long press the on off button and it comes up with a menu for me. So I can either turn the camera off, turn the remote off, or turn all of them off. So as I'm riding along, I can just long press that, slide it across, turn everything off, save a bit of battery, and then when I want to start again, I just hit that on button and it starts the camera and the remote up again seamlessly, which is pretty cool. Let's hit cancel to that, and let's hit the pause or the stop record button. Okay. Pardon me. Yay, back again. Now, just another little note on this. Once you've got your GPS signal onto your film or onto your camera, I don't know, it's magic, I don't know how it works, but then when you're editing, you actually have to combine the two, which seems to me to be a bit dumb. But so on your PC, you'd open up Insta360 Studio, which is the standard free editing software they give you, and you have to go into media and then select stats, and then select which stats you want to have, and then re-export that as a MP4 file to combine them. At least that's my belief, what you have to do. That's what I've been doing, which takes, you know, could take forever on a slow laptop like mine. You know, you're talking probably 45 minutes for a 10 megabyte or 10 gigabyte clip. The other way to do it is to use the Insta360 app on your phone, and unbelievably that's about 10 times faster. But the problem with that is you've got to get it off your phone onto your PC, which doesn't really help the situation because it takes just as long to get it off your phone onto the PC. So that's my update, and once I finish recording, which I'm about to do, you'll get a sample of the GPS preview remote stats on the screen. All right, bye.